Hey guys, welcome back to a new thing. Today I wanted to speak to you regarding a curriculum that we got because as you all know I homeschool, and today I'm going to talk to you about my daughter's third grade curriculum. And since the beginning, since my girls had started school, I always used Abeka Curriculum, okay? And I will put the link below for the Abeka, but it is amazing, and I'll tell you why. A lot of people don't like it. First of all, because it's a little advanced and it seems like a lot of paperwork. But I like it because to me it's practice, and I don't have to necessarily stop during the summer. I can continue in the summer or start early the next year. And I like it, and I try not to waste anything, so I'll have them do it. But if we do, let's say, 3 sheets of math or 2 sheets of math, then I might skip 1 or 2 things if we just did it in a previous workout. So let me explain to you why I like it so much. I like it so much because as a homeschooling mom, and I like to get everything together and not look, for not buying math from one company or language arts from another, and then getting history from another company. And I know that might work for some people, but it wouldn't work for me. I like to get everything together. So my favorite things about Abeka Curriculum is that I receive reading books. So I don't have to go to the library and look for things. However, we still go to the library to find things that interest us. Like right now we've been studying Earth. So, the next time I plan when we go to the library is to look at all different rocks, and so we still get things, but the reading books, that we get from Abeka are amazing, and there's a lot of short stories in here that are from other, nice, beautiful books, classics, and if I notice that something interests my daughter, then I can get her that book. So it's great because this is third grade, and it's really a nice selection of books. So that's books. I also love that I get, flashcards. Sometimes you have to pay a little extra. Sometimes you have to get a parent kit, and this year I didn't get a parent kit for third grade because I have already used it for my, sixth grader. So I already know kind of what to do, but I use the flashcards that I have that I ordered previously. So we have, let me just show you. We have subtraction flashcards. So I love them because I don't have to worry and make them, and on the other side there's answers. So I really love that. So there's subtraction that I have for my third grader. I have multiplication because we started multiplication. All right, so I have all the flashcards for multiplication. And then I also have my flashcards for addition. Okay. And then, towards the middle of the year, I'm going to start adding a little bit of division to it too. So the flashcards and the books is awesome addition, to get in a package. And what I also love is that we get some charts. So my third grader will be using language. Even though it says 4th to 6th grade, she's still learning about declarative sentences, for example, interrogative sentences. So it's right here, and it's charts for 4th to 6th grade. So even though it's from my older daughter, we still use it, and it's just fun to have. They also do have charts on diagramming, and we just started doing diagramming, just verbs and subject and a verb. But this is very helpful to have. So I love that about language arts charts, and also arithmetic charts. So this is grade 3 to 8. So works for 5 grades. And I like this as well. You do the place value. And the charts are very nice. And they vary, Roman numerals, which we've been practicing, measuring, numbers, so counting by 10, counting by 5. It's very helpful to have these charts. And yeah, and it's what I love too is that Abeka is very, very colorful. And I believe that keeps my girls' attention when they do get into, really studying and doing work. That the colors in their workbooks and in their book are very, very, bright. And I do believe that helps. So now I'm going to show you math. So for math, Elizabeth got arithmetic. So he has the arithmetic, and it's pretty thick. There's a lot of worksheets. So we try to do one a day. If we have a good day, we'll do two if we're not doing anything else. And there are times that we skip a day if we have a field trip or, something else going on. And then here I have quizzes and tests and speed drills. So there's like a typical test. And then I love the speed drills because it gives them a little, practice. So every day she can do one speed drill and she has 3 minutes, although I don't really time her, but, she can do the speed drill. So that's really fun. And the tests, are good too, to check their progress. And then in language arts, where's my language arts? I just had it right here. Yeah, I have it. So this is the language arts. All right, so it's not, usually there was like a phonics and language divided, but this is all together. And the print is a little smaller, which she's she's a little surprised that the print is a little smaller, but it's still very fun. Like I said, there's a lot of cute little pictures that go with the themes that we are working with. So that's really good. And then we have this is writing and comprehension, and this is again quizzes and tests for language. Okay. So this is very, just straightforward. And then I also like for language, they have the reading comprehension. So basically, every few days I give Elizabeth a little story, okay, that she gets to read. Sometimes, there's some pictures that she can color in this too. So then in the back of the story, there's a few questions, that she has to answer. And sometimes she draws a picture, sometimes there's a little crossword puzzle, sometimes there's a little maze. So a little fun activity for her to do. And it's a good check for, for mom to see, for me to see, if she's understanding the story, if she's getting the information, if she's asked questions, that she can find the information. Because even if we don't remember, I tell her, you can go back to the story, just find me the, the answer. So that's really good. And then there is just another little workbook for that. Okay, for the language arts. Then we're gonna go to history. So I have to say, Abeka history I absolutely love, and I love it so much because there's just such a detail, and I just love their presentation. And again, from that we can get we can get some books from the library. Sometimes we look up things in the library when we were able to go, because right now we've been quarantined, but when we've been able to go, we look up some books that would go with our history, and just to even read few facts, it's really good. But look at this book. I mean, I love the history. And I also, what I love, because Abeka is a Christian curriculum, that especially history, there's a lot of connection to the Word of God. So that to me is just amazing. You will find scriptures, you know, in many, even in some math, you will find scriptures. And I love that, that my kids are always exposed to the Word of God. And see, it's just very, I love their history. Love Abeka history. So then with the history, there is a little worksheet called a map skills that would go with like a geography. So there's some practice with, you know, maps. Okay. And I like that because it just gives some practice. Okay. And you answer some questions. So depending on the curriculum, you know, we do some geography, we do some history together. So it's just very fun. And this is quizzes and tests for history. And that's just pretty, you know, straightforward for the history. Then we also have a spelling book and poetry. So spelling is, you know, when Elizabeth just writes, let's say right now we're working on list 1. So she's been taking the list 1 and just copying it. And we're going to copy it for a week. You know, then we're going to try to spell it, you know, and just speak it out. And I'll put some index cards for her. And then she's going to get a test at a point that I know that she can, you know, take the test, which would be a week. Sometimes it's 2 weeks. And there's few exercises, you know, so she can practice the words that she had learned in her spelling list. So I love that. In the back, we have poetry. So every month there is a different poem. And we don't do that all the time. Sometimes if I'm not really like fond of a poem, I just skip it and we do something else. Or we learn a psalm, for example, during the time that I don't want to, you know, do the poem. But they're very nice. And my kids know quite a few from, you know, from Abeka. And they very nicely illustrated as well. So I just believe that it just keeps their attention too. And it makes it exciting. Sometimes they say, you know, to do motions with the poem. So the girls like that a lot. What else? So now on to science. So in the first 6 months of a science, you know, we do Exploring God's World. So that's the book, okay? And this year I had decided that my older daughter, 6th grader, and a 3rd grader, we will do it together. We will do the science. So since we're working on the earth, we kind of just jumped to a chapter about the earth. And that's what we're going to be working on for now. And then we'll just go back and forth in the book. But it's, again, the book is beautifully illustrated. And there's fun exercises and as well as some, you know, experiments, suggested experiments. So, and my older daughter likes to do a combination of online because Abeka offers that. And you know, learning just like with me or by herself. But my younger daughter, we kind of do it together with with Isabel and with myself and Elizabeth together. And this is quizzes and tests. So that's just very simple. This is something new. I haven't had it with Isabel with 3rd grade, but this is something new that they created, and it's called My Animal Notebook. Very cute. And I didn't figure out yet what we're supposed to do with it, but it seems to me that we're going to be writing about animals, and it's just very fun, colorful, you know, book, and it's just a little bit of like an additional activity that we're going to be doing, but it seems very fun and, you know, a little different. So, so I'm looking forward to doing this book this year. And then in the second part of the year, or whenever, you know, I choose that we're going to be doing health, then we do health, safety, and manners. So that's the book. where we learn about, the body and what's good for us. So it's very, very nicely illustrated book, and with beautiful information in it. And then there is quizzes and tests book. So there's no worksheets that go with that. So that's that. And two last things, not last, but we don't always do Abeka art, but I do get it for the girls because it's pretty inexpensive. This particular book with arts. Sometimes we choose to do something else. Sometimes we have some art left over, but I still get it because it's about $16, I think. And this is the third grade art. And it's fun. It goes by months, and there's many seasonal, crafts and cutting and just putting things together. Like, I love this, which I didn't see in the previous art books, making the globe. Okay, so we just have to cut this out. So this I'm looking forward to doing this with her this year. And just really fun. Again, very colorful, fun designs, and just to have, if there's nothing else that we have art wise. Okay, so I recommend getting that. It's fun and it's nice, thick paper, so it's durable as well. And last but not least, with my 6th grade curriculum this year, I had received these maps of every state. Okay, so I know that this is grades 4. I think it's 4 to 6 or 4 to 8. I'm not sure, but I had decided, since her history is going to go very well with this, because it's American history. That we're going to be doing like a state a week in the alphabetical order. So we didn't start yet. We're going to start with Alabama, and I'm very excited about that because each state gets 2 pages like this. So you get a map with all the information. Then you can check your child about the rivers or capitals on the other side and see if they got the information right. And then where it is located in United States. Okay, so it's usually red, so you know where exactly it falls in the whole United States. And then the Alabama, there's information all about the state. So there's a flower, the bird, capital, rivers, mountains, if there's any special things going on, it would be explained there. So I find this very fun, and we'll definitely going to do this, and maybe I'll throw in an extra activity for the girls to draw the shape of the state and just to put some information, because I feel like if you do a little project about something, it always helps you remember. So that would be a fun half an hour activity that I would throw in for them to do. So that is it about the 3rd grade curriculum. I hope that you enjoyed it. Shared with me what you're using, because maybe you, for you, it works when you do different things for different subject, and that is fine. And you look, I have friends that just get history books and they just read history. I just like it all together. I like a little more guidance and a curriculum where I don't have to do so much searching, but if I choose to add some extra things, I can always do that. So please share in the comments and let me know if you use Abeka and what do you like about Abeka. So thank you so much for joining me. I will do another video about the 6th grade curriculum, and maybe we'll do like a school day. I'll do a school day with the girls so they can, so you can see how a day flows. Although it's never the same. It's always different. Sometimes we start with math. Sometimes we start with language arts. It depends on how the day is flowing. But the important thing is to learn and to have fun and to enjoy learning. And I find this really funny because sometimes the girls start up the day, they like, I don't want to do school today. I don't want to do school. And then all of a sudden, as we start learning and doing something, they get excited about it. And they actually, I can see that they are enjoying it. So, yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something. If you have any questions and if I can help, please feel free to post a comment. And thank you so much for joining me, and enjoy your day and have a great school year. Bye.